X-Force issue 3 heads into the past, where the captured Domino is cut up, her skin flayed off and sewed into the bodies of the super soldiers, as the cult leader says that this is their skeleton key that will help them pick the lock of evolution. In the present, Wolverine finishes cutting up the skinned assassins, hoping the no killing humans rule doesn't apply to these men. Kid Omega finds Domino, saying Xavier was too soft on humanity and this is the result of that. Logan says that he doesn't know what he's talking about, and the young mutant is angry Logan isn't angered by this. However, Logan smashes the stasis tube open, saying he's properly pissed, but he knows Xavier knows what humans are capable of, the same as mutants. Domino is still alive thankfully, but their reunion is put on hold as a skinned giant smashes into the room. Logan grabs Domino and, along with Kid Omega, tries to outrun the monster, as Jean and Hank meanwhile take the new Cerebro helmet into the egg tree, where Hank wonders what it will mean if they bring back Xavier, since he represents all their lives, and he wonders if they will become recklessly assured and not fear death anymore because of it. Jean doesn't think they need to, telling Hank a story of how her family would go on long vacations in their car, stopping at times in cemeteries, and when her parents would rest, she would play games with her siblings through the cemetery, trying to find the oldest grave. They find Xavier's resurrection egg, as Jean says that death has made her a better person, and without death, life is less about her and more about them. Xavier reawakens, breaking free of the egg as the monster hunts down Domino, Logan, and Kid Omega. As they run from it, Domino warns them of the power inhibitor she has around her neck, so once Wolverine cuts it off, Omega's powers return, letting him blast the giant with a psionic rocket launcher, blowing it to pieces. On Krakoa, Sage and Black Tom stop tending to the only left alive assassin, knowing that they need to get the information that is in his head, since if he dies, the answers die with him. After they leave, a shadowy being arrives, suffocating the man and killing him. In Manhattan, the media gather around the Krakoan gate as Magneto prepares to go through, asking Black Tom what he thinks he should do. Tom says that he failed at defending the island and he won't fail again, wanting to kill the humans, but Eric says that he will do something better before Black Tom is forced to do something again. Going to New York, Magneto reassures the people that everything is okay, and suddenly Xavier arrives, meeting with his old friend. The media want to know how this is the real Xavier, and he could easily be a shapeshifter or an illusion, but Xavier knows that that question isn't any more relevant than it was before. He reassures them that he will always be there for them as Kid Omega tends to Domino's wounds, giving her some psychic armor for the wounds, saying that while he can help her surface level wounds, he can't seem to access her brain or memories since the drugs that she was being put on has messed with her mind. Domino wishes she could tell them what happened, but she can't, since she can't remember thanks to the drugs. But Logan knows that with time and rest that she will find the information they need. She does know that she was sent to investigate shell companies by Xavier and their ties to anti-mutant politicians and business leaders, and she did find one man with a peacock tattoo. So Logan wants to go back into the lab and do a deep clean on the whole place, but suddenly the lab explodes, burning all their clues away. Later, the X-Men meet and Logan wonders why they are hiding out at the point. Magneto says that they denied that Xavier was ever assassinated, and Deniable operations is what they are talking about here, hence why they are hiding in the point. Xavier had hoped that they were beyond this type of business, but they need to have a team operating in the shadows to respond to the humans operating in the shadows. Luckily, the group before him have hunted those people like the hunters they are, and this feels like a force for good. As Xavier unofficially christens them as the X-Force, the peacock tattooed man says that they will continue to hunt down mutants for their experiments, but Xavier made them defund and disband all the known mutant shadow agencies, such as Weapon X. But the mutants have all gathered on Krakoa now, and they have gathered there in the shadows, and where there are shadows, there is XENO. X-Force issue 3 finally actually saw the X-Force team be formed in response to Xavier and Krakoa being attacked. I'm enjoying the action-heavy direction this book is taking, although I wouldn't actually mind if, now that they are officially doing like shadowy operations, the X-Men team become a bit more covert with more low-key missions, sacrificing the action for more like thriller, tension-filled spycraft stuff. It would definitely set them apart from previous X-Force iterations, which are all action all the time basically. Learning what happened to Domino was pretty horrifying, and I'm hoping we get some time with her dealing with the psychological effects of what happened to her since she was essentially skinned alive by the these anti-mutant people, so it'll be interesting to see what frame of mind she is in. All in all, the book is firing on all cylinders, and I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.